Hey guys, it's been a while since I've posted a video, so this is probably a bit of a late one. So there's been some controversy over the Adidas Predators, the new or fairly new release Predators, should I say? So I've got three pairs of these because I absolutely love them. They are super comfortable, and I've got two FT versions and I've got one laceless version. I'll come back to the laceless version in a little while because I've got a little bit of a video on that one as well that I need to do. But this one is about the cracked sole plate, or the supposed cracked sole plate. And now I've seen some videos on TikTok, I've seen some videos on YouTube, and I just wanted to put out there my experiences with this so-called cracked sole plate. Now, I'm not going to stand here, I'm not going to sit here and say that people's sole plates are cracked or they're not cracked, because obviously some of the pictures are pretty dodgy looking, so, and they do look cracked. But I just wanted to go through a couple of pairs that I've got and just show you, or hopefully show you, my experiences. Okay, so here we go. So this is the original colorway. That was not the original colorway, but the sort of the orange, black and white, which again has got this shiny surface on the bottom. Now I love this boot. It just harks back to when I was a kid, or not as a kid, but as a lad growing up and playing with the original ones. So I've worn these once, and I'll say once. I've not worn them on 3G, 4G, any artificial turf. These literally have been worn in the UK on a soft ground pitch outside. I don't really like wearing soft ground boots, so I don't know if anyone can notice this, and it's pretty hard to see, but if I just zoom in on my camera, and hopefully you can see here, there is some hairline cracks to the sole plate. I don't know if anyone can notice that. It's just on this outer portion here of the boot. This is obviously the right one. That's the left one. So that's the inside. So that's on the inside of this orange piece here. And again, you can see it more on the right boot. So on the right boot, again, there's some cracking to the finish. It's only the finish. The rest of the boot, as it stands at this moment in time, has not cracked anywhere else on the sole plate. Now, I don't know if it is the finishing. It does appear to me to be the finishing. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. As I said, this does not appear to be cracked. It appears to be the finish. No different to, I've got a pair of Nike Air, the new Nike Airs, and literally that has all just peeled off on the bottom, and it did pretty much after the first game. Again, on a soft ground. Haven't worn that boot on a artificial pitch at all. But yeah, this is the right boot. Again, you can see some hairline cracks here, and obviously these little cracks around here. Now, according to Adidas, although I couldn't find actually the statement, it says on there that this is a natural occurrence of these particular boots, and the shiny finish will come off. So moving on to the Night Strike version, which is one of the most recent ones. Again, I've worn these on artificial. No, sorry, I've worn these only on soft ground pitches. Apart from obviously they're a bit scuffed on the bottom because obviously you walk from the pitches. I'm not professional, so we don't have sort of like grass from the changing rooms to the pitches. You do have to walk on some concrete to get to there, or a concrete path basically walking up, but you can see it's been scuffed. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. But again, in exactly the same place, if you can see on this boot, you have these hairline cracks. Now I've only worn these twice, so I've worn these twice on a soft ground pitch. Again, I'm not playing in amazing pitches or anything like that, but as you can see, walking from the pitch to the change rooms, it's scuffed on the front, and there's a few scuffs on the bottom. And again, in exactly the same place, you have these hairline cracks. This again is the left boot, and this one is the right boot. So this one seems to show a lot more on this particular boot. Again, it's scuffed at the front, walking from backwards and forwards in the changing rooms. It hasn't impacted the performance, and as I said, it doesn't appear to have cracked it all the way along. But if you look just here on the right boot of these Night Strike versions, which I haven't seen on mine, it's starting to peel here, this finish. And just around this stud here, it's starting to peel off this sort of like lacquered finish. Again, it's no different to the Nike ones. Now, I don't know why it's such a massive thing with these Adidas boots. I don't know if it's just the hype from the boots and people are just picking on Adidas for it, maybe, possibly. I don't know. But it's definitely on this shinier version on the FTs. Now, something that I did pick up on, something different. So, this is the sole plate of the laceless version. So, not the FT or what you would class as the elite version. So, what I have noticed is this red plastic piece here is not covered in any sort of glossy finish or anything else whatsoever. It's like a more old school plasticky sort of finish. Again, along here of the of the control frame, again, you don't have this sort of shiny finish. You do on the sole plate here, but it's a different finish, and there is no cracks either around this stud, along here, around here, either on either boots. There is no cracking whatsoever. As I said, it's a completely different finish. Obviously, they're scuffed a little bit here. Again, walking from the changing rooms, so on and so forth. Now, I've worn these on normal grass and artificial 4G. And there's no cracking. So, I think with everything that's going on and with what's being said and the pictures and so on and so forth, I don't think it's down to necessarily 4G, 3G, what surface you're playing on or anything like that. I think it is the lacquered fit. In my opinion, I think it's the lacquered finish. I had exactly the same problem with a pair of Nikes. It was like the world goldy, bronzy, purpley coloured World Cup edition, and they said obviously the bottoms basically all started to peel off on those, and I've worn them a handful of times. I'm not disputing people may have cracks in them. I'm not disputing that obviously if you aren't wearing them on the proper surfaces that it could well get seriously damaged. You know, there are AG versions out there, and after watching some other reviews online of those AG boots, they are a thicker sole plate, which makes them slightly heavier, possibly why people don't want to wear them. But yeah, I just wanted to give my opinions on, or my experiences with 3 different types of boot in regards to these cracks and these hairline sort of cracks on the bottom of on the sole plates. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Obviously, I'll keep an eye on it. There's only a few more games of the season left, and obviously I'll be wearing the Preds for the rest of the season, and I'll just see how it goes on. Obviously, if it does crack massively, then I will change my opinion. Then I will speak to Adidas on it and try and get them refunded. But as it stands in this moment in time, I just think it's down to the finish. As you can see on one of the boots there, it's starting to peel off. As I said, it's happened to my Nike ones. And I really don't think it's anything major to worry about for all those people out there. That's my opinions. As I said, and my experiences, I think it's fine. But I know there are people out there that have had other experiences. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Smash a like if you do catch up on this one. And as I said, if you've got a different opinion or you've had different experiences, I'd love to hear about it, because I've got 3 different types of boots on these, and they all seem to be fine. And that's all I can say. Have a great Sunday, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.